this is Cheryl, and I'm going to do a short video today. And I cleansed the cards, and I put a green chalcedony on the decks, and it removes negative energy and works on all chakras to balance and the mind, body, and spirit, and restores hope and enthusiasm. Okay, the first deck I'm doing is a Halloween Oracle, and we got Invisibility, Authenticity. Heart beating, we sense but we do not see. They touch, we chill, they come unseen. You know that feeling you sometimes have that someone is watching you? You cannot see them, yet you have a distinct feeling that someone is there. All the hairs are up on the back of your neck. You think you see something in the corner of your eye, but when you turn, there's nothing to be seen but empty air. This is the power of invisibility, the indirect fear and the covert threat of having to fight something that we cannot see. Humans have a strong visual sense, so it's no wonder that we are uneasy about things we cannot see. The ancients believed that all matter of creatures, mythical and physical, and of course the deities, would make themselves invisible at will. When we consider that some animals are camouflaged so well by their coats or behavior that sometimes even if we are looking straight at them, they are hard to see within their environment. That invisibility isn't such a far-fetched concept. In many cultures, the idea of beings who could watch us undetected were and still are common. Jinjins, angels, nature spirits, the fae, and even practitioners of magic, such as witches, are said to have the power to appear and disappear at will. Later in literature and then in movies, invisibility becomes a common power, and we now have fictional superheroes that are invisible and even cloaks of invisibility. The concept of invisibility is a double-edged sword. Whilst it is a powerful tool to be able to gain information or to assist whilst no one sees, individuals using it are privy to information that may not be meant for them, and it may be taken out of context or unethically. It is a power of manipulation and easily abused. The idea of hiding away and not being seen is also a big part of the dark side of this concept. We are all born to shine our light into the world and to take our roles. Hiding our talents, not expressing our true selves, stealing other ideas or work, and being someone else rather than your authentic self are all aspects to consider should this card appear in your reading. So be your authentic self. Okay, the next deck is the Journey into the Hidden Realm. We got the World. The World card marks the end of a major arcana. A cycle has been completed in your life, and you will start and complete many cycles, sometimes moving through several at the same time. Some will be short and some may last all your life. For example, your time as a college student may last 4 or 5 years, but your role as a daughter can last your entire life. No matter what cycle you are in, you will be changed in ways that affect you as a whole person. Whomever and whatever you interact with will also be changed. More than anything, though, this card celebrates the successful completion of something you determined to achieve. We do tend to rush from one achievement to the next goal. In doing so, we miss part of the gift of this experience. Reflect on what you've done and how you've changed. Feel it in all areas of your life. Acknowledge and appreciate what you've done and how others have helped. And that's it. I'm just doing one card from that deck. And the next deck is the Goddess deck. Trying to make this a short video today. Okay, this is the card we got, and it's Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay is commonly remembered as the enchantress, half-sister of King Arthur. She is, in fact, the great queen goddess, ruler of the mystical island of Avalon, the fortunate island of the blessed dead, sometimes equated with the ancient Irish warrior goddess. Morgan, she is a Celtic death goddess. As Morgan Feda, she is the controller of the destinies and knows the fate of each person. She is noted for her healing powers, her knowledge of healing plants, and her prophetic vision. Like a shaman, she is a shapeshifter able to take on many forms. Morgan Le Fay represents that deep place of healing magic within each of us, the center where wisdom and healing flow even in the moment of death. The ambivalence with what she is traditionally represented echoes our own fear of her deep and ancient wisdom. And that's the Goddess deck. And the last deck is the Energy deck. Here we got Opening to Discovery, number 34. And this is sound energy. Key concepts: the small bits of data you collect from the world to form ideas, the transfer of vital information via the universe, is always speaking to you, the need to integrate information and to be discerning about what you expose yourself to. We tune into information from our outer environment, then assign meaning to it within our psyches. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we're capable of processing. Especially since the advent of the internet, we have been bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messaging invites us to a cynical, fear-based worldview. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us towards growth and expansion. The choice, though, is not always obviously ours, which is why we must be discerning on a daily basis. The universe is always engaging us. We are a part of it. After all, through synchronicities, omens, and other signs that point us toward our best path. Our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. However, this new information doesn't always make sense right away. So being curious and non-resistant is key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive depends on your willingness to shut out superfluous noise. Maybe you need to take a break from social media, gossip, or the news. Don't let yourself get distracted. Listen without attachment and see what arises in your life. Expect a message from the universe and you shall have it. And that is the reading for today. Thank you.